On the outskirts of a quiet town, nestled between rows of old houses, was a small, dilapidated shed where a family of cats had made their home. Among them was Luna, a once vibrant mother cat whose energy and grace had slowly been stolen by a mysterious illness. Her once strong legs, which had carried her with ease across fields and rooftops, now trembled with weakness. She could barely walk, her body heavy with exhaustion. Luna's coat, once sleek and shimmering in the sun, had grown dull and patchy. Her breathing was labored, and every movement seemed to cost her a great deal of effort. Her eyes, however, still shone with the same love and warmth that she had for her kittens. They were her world, her reason to keep fighting despite the pain she endured daily. Her youngest kitten, a lively little ball of fur named Pebble, was the most attached to her. Pebble was small but full of life, with wide, curious eyes that always seemed to be searching for adventure. But now, Pebble's only concern was Luna. She had noticed how her mother struggled, how her strength had faded. While the other kittens played and chased leaves in the wind, Pebble stayed close to Luna, sensing that her mother needed help. Luna would lie down for hours, barely able to lift her head. Her legs, once swift and agile, felt heavy and useless. She could no longer go out to hunt, or even to find water. Pebble watched as Luna's body grew thinner, her eyes dulling as the days passed. One morning, Pebble nudged her mother gently, trying to wake her for breakfast. Luna opened her eyes, and though she was weak, she managed a small, reassuring purr. But Pebble knew her mother was hungry. Without a second thought, Pebble ran outside, determined to find food for Luna. It was a challenge for such a small kitten. Pebble had never hunted before, had never been out on her own. But her love for Luna was stronger than her fear. She wandered through the fields, searching for anything she could bring back to her mother. She sniffed at the bushes, poked her head under rocks, and finally, after what seemed like hours of searching, she found a small beetle crawling in the dirt. Pebble pounced, catching the beetle between her paws. It wasn't much, but it was something. She hurried back to the shed, her little heart pounding with pride. When she returned, Luna was still lying in the same spot, her breathing shallow and her eyes half closed. Pebble dropped the beetle in front of her and nudged her softly. Luna opened her eyes and saw the small offering. Her heart swelled with love for her little kitten. She mustered the strength to eat, and though it was just a small bite, it gave her the energy she needed to purr softly in appreciation. Pebble snuggled close to her mother, proud of her contribution, but she knew one beetle wasn't enough. Every day after that, Pebble made it her mission to find food for Luna. She would venture out, her tiny paws carrying her through the tall grass, where she would search for anything edible. Sometimes she brought back beetles, other times small scraps of food she found near the human houses. It wasn't much, but it was enough to keep Luna going, enough to keep hope alive. Luna's condition remained fragile, but the bond between her and Pebble grew even stronger. Pebble stayed by her side, warming her with her little body during the cold nights, grooming her when Luna didn't have the strength to do it herself. And Luna, despite her illness, found comfort in the presence of her tiny hero who never gave up on her. Weeks passed, and though Luna wasn't getting better, she wasn't getting worse either. Pebble's tireless efforts had given her mother the strength to hold on, to keep fighting. Every day, Luna felt a little more alive, her heart fueled by the love and devotion of her kitten. Then one day, Pebble returned from her morning search with a small mouse clenched in her teeth. She had finally managed to catch something more substantial, something that could truly nourish Luna. Pebble dropped the mouse at her mother's feet, her eyes shining with pride. Luna looked at the mouse and then at Pebble, her heart full of gratitude. She leaned down, using what little strength she had to eat. The meal filled her with warmth, and for the first time in weeks, Luna felt a flicker of strength returning to her body. It wasn't much, but it was enough to make her believe that she might survive this. The next day, Luna tried to stand. Her legs wobbled beneath her, but Pebble was there, meowing softly in encouragement. Luna took a few shaky steps, her body protesting with every movement. Pebble circled around her, excited to see her mother trying to walk again. Luna managed a few more steps before she had to lie down. But it was progress, real progress. Over the following days, Luna continued to improve. With Pebble's help, she was able to walk short distances, and though she wasn't fully healed, she was stronger than before. Pebble never left her side, always ready to support her mother in any way she could. One evening, as the sun began to set and painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, Luna and Pebble lay side by side in the shed. Luna was still weak, but she felt a sense of peace wash over her. She nuzzled Pebble lovingly, purring softly. Pebble looked up at her mother, her wide eyes full of love and devotion. Luna knew that she wouldn't be fully healed for a long time, if ever, but she had her kitten by her side, and that was enough. Pebble's small acts of love had kept her alive when she thought she couldn't go on. Pebble had saved her, in more ways than one. As the stars began to twinkle in the sky above them, Luna and Pebble curled up together, their bodies warm against the cold night air. Luna closed her eyes, a deep sense of gratitude filling her heart. She had fought hard, but she hadn't fought alone. She had her little hero, her tiny kitten who had proven that even the smallest acts of love could make the biggest difference. And so, they slept, mother and kitten, side by side, their hearts full of love and hope for whatever the future might bring. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.